meeting just so that people that aren't here can review it after just to hear what we talk about because the discussion might benefit them as well. As well, if you want to go back and look and say, "Oh, when Louis said that thing, I wasn't sure, I wasn't clear on it. Let me go back and have a look." So I'll record it. I just started recording it, so all good. We're all doing okay. The two of us, the three of us that are on the Zoom call. Everybody's okay. Okay, cool. You're good. Alex, what about you? You good? You there, Alex? Oh, you're good too. Okay. Um, so let me just start by saying we won't be too long today. I'm going to take you through my canvas. I'm just keeping an eye on my phone just to see if Mr. Simba actually texts me back. Um, so I'll take you through just the week by week blow of the course. Your first assignment that's actually worth marks is due next week, next Wednesday, before midnight. But we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. It's not going to be, I think, a particularly difficult assignment, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. How has your access been to my canvas? Has it been okay? Are you able to see the course? Alexander's good. What about you, Michael? Okay, awesome. So for you too, it's been good. If there's ever any questions about not seeing something on my canvas, or you're having trouble accessing something, or just general questions, feel free to email me. Right, like do not hesitate, do not think twice. Just send me an email. I think Mr. Simba can attest. In years past, I'm very good at responding with email fairly quickly. So just let me know via email. Just send me an email. You both have my email, right? lrosella@metroland.com. Okay, you would have seen it in the emails that you've gotten anyway. So, okay. So let's just pull up the just week by week blow here, and we're just going to go through it quickly. Just give me a moment. We have any Leaf fans, hockey fans in general? Not really, maybe. Don't care. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen right now. So this will allow you to see what I'm seeing, and we can go through it. Okay. Everybody see what I'm looking at right now? It's basically this Mohawk College learning plan. Yes? We on the same page? Okay, I'm assuming so, because I can't really see the chat now, but let me just have a look. Okay. Okay, awesome. So basically, what I wanted to do is just kind of go through today, just a blow by blow, week by week of the course. What I've done here, and this is accessible on my Canvas. You have access to this. This is under the course, under a module called Course Plan and Evaluation, or Course Outline and Evaluation Overview. You'll see this. So you have access to this document. Okay. What's really good about this document is right here. This is one section to pay close attention to, is all your due dates. Okay. Feb 24, March 3rd, March 10th, March 17th. Oh, we got Mike coming in. Yes, sir. You in?
Hey, I'm in.
Okay, awesome. I'm just taking them through the. Oh, there you are. I'm just taking them through the week by week blow of the course, and then I'm just gonna see if they have any questions after. So we've got two of them on, two of the students on right now, and I'm recording this, and I'll put my Canvas after, just in case for those who missed it, they can review.
Yeah, because remember right now, because yours and the other class are scheduled in the afternoon. Most of them will have a morning class already
Okay.
right now at this time, right? So
Okay.
they'll have to watch the recorded version.
Yeah, and that's no problem.
Yeah.
And maybe, and again, I know that when we were talking and when we've been talking about this, that you said it's kind of going to be all over the place in terms of the scheduling because of
Yes.
the way the semester is. But maybe after we can just have like just a quick, like even over text or something like like find a good time that would be good for everyone. Maybe there's not a good time for everyone. Maybe because
No.
everybody's kind of doing everything. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be impossible to reconcile everything. So because everyone's at different schools with different schedules, different start stop times.
Okay.
Plus, we have students who are self-supporting, working full or part-time.
Okay.
So, but the one thing that we do need to coordinate are the evaluations, because I was told by my higher ups that we cannot test outside of school hours.
Okay.
So, if people are working or have other commitments, they're going to have to, clear the decks for when you guys want to do an evaluation.
Yeah.
And so, if we could work out some dates and have that discussion with the class,
Yeah.
um, that's the only way we can move forward, because yeah, it is what it is, and everyone knows that, because that was shared at the orientation and through my conversations via email, text, or phone with each of the students, that that's the way it's going to be, that that we can't have synchronous learning all the time. So yeah, so it is what it is, so we'll make do.
Just so I know, Mike, when you say like can't do it like after hours, does that mean like
We
can
can only
I,
do it between 9 and 3.
sorry, say again?
We can only do it between 9 and 3.
Like only do like for example
Well, like,
assignments?
yeah, well, assignment's different, but if you want to do a test, because it was brought up in the other in one of the other dual credit courses, there's a math course and an engineering course, right? So if they had the test scheduled for a particular day, and let's say one student wrote it at 9 a.m. and the other student writes it at 2 p.m., what's going to stop the student who wrote it at 9 a.m. from sharing the questions and answers with the student that's writing it at 2?
Of course. Yeah.
Right?
So
So
that
so then the Mohawk instructor said, "Hey, well, why don't we schedule the test for like 5 p.m.?" And I ran that, because that way nobody's got any scheduling conflicts and whatever. And if you're working, book it off. But I was told by my higher ups that we cannot operate outside the parameters of the regular school day. So so all testing has to occur between 9 and 3. Assignments are different because
yeah.
for obvious reasons, and you can check for plagiarism, and everyone's got the same thing. So,
Yeah.
but testing is different. So,
Okay.
but I know that the format that you guys are using, I don't know if that will be an issue or not. I
Yeah.
don't know what your final exam, yeah, because you just had the culminating project, right?
Yeah, and really like the culminating project is it's basically like a repeat of something they've already done, but just with a little bit more skills and more software kind of added onto it. So it's yeah, like
Yeah.
it'll be an assignment. It won't be an exam or a
No,
test.
I know. And even if someone was trying to help another person, it's still your thing, right? And they still have to do it, right? So that
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. It doesn't affect the integrity of the mark.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
that's good to know. Yeah, so that's yeah, that's good to know because I know that there are like in this course, and we'll talk about it in a second, but there's one live event where I have them like covering like in the evening, like they'll be covering like the Oscars, but they'll be doing it
okay.
on social media. But again, like I'm not gonna make it like so that they have to be, you know, on at like a certain time. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
one of those things where they, it'd be better if they were on while the Oscars were on, but if they get on late or if they're working, like no problem. Like I'm not going to be concerned about that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. But I am trying to emphasize, and feel free to do so as well, that, what, when it comes to, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask the students, because there's only like 3, 4, 5 major evaluations, right? Something like that.
Well,
So
yeah, like there's little things that are that they have to do every week, but yeah.
yeah, but yeah, as far as major things, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask them to book those dates off,
For sure.
because when you're at when because and you students have to realize too, sometimes when you're in your future career and you're working every day, you're gonna have to book days off to do stuff, right? So it's kind of the same thing. So so if you have other commitments, this is your priority right now, because it's grade 12. You need the marks. You're hopefully going to college next year, and so it's also habit forming as well. So basically, we have to also remember that you're being evaluated by the college and not by the school board, not by your high school, right? So their rules apply. So if you can't do it, you potentially face the consequences of getting a 0 on an assignment. For blowing something off, if you just because you can't do it on a certain date and didn't communicate that to your instructor or to me, right? So I can't emphasize how important that is enough. So, right? Do Ben or Michael or whoever 350910 are have any questions?
I know, I feel like
Okay.
a Star Wars episode, right? Like droid number 350.
Exactly.
But okay, so what I'll do, if nobody has any questions as of yet, I'll just go through week by week the course, and I'll just let you see over here. And again, you have access to this on my Canvas. Like I said, it's in the course outline and evaluation overview module. This is what you want to be paying attention to, right? Obviously, there's other things, the material that I put in my Canvas every week, and the tutorials that I'm going to do, which you're going to have one next week that I'm going to show you via YouTube. But you'll want to be paying attention to those. But this section here is what you'll want to look at, I would say, like at least once or twice a week. This will tell you what is due and what day it's due on. Okay. So you'll want to be paying attention to this. For example, if you look at it now, you'll see that your first assignment that's actually worth something is going to be due next week on the 24th, right? And there's pretty much something due every week, okay? A little bit of breaks here, like with March break, and I think you got another little break towards the end of May. But pretty much every week there'll be something due, right? But you'll have more than ample time to work on it. And what I'll do is I'll put the assignments, all of these, if you look at the due dates, I mean, you might not know this just from looking at this now, but they're all due on a Wednesday at midnight, right? 11:59 p.m. to be exact on the Wednesday. But what I'm going to do is it's not like I'm going to throw this up there, Wednesday afternoon at like 5 o'clock and say, hey, this is due in a couple hours. I'll make a point to have the assignment in my Canvas at the latest Sunday evening, but probably more realistically the Saturday or the Sunday before the week starts. Okay. Yeah, Mike, do you want to add?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying bye. I gotta go.
Okay. See you
Okay,
later.
all right. Okay, take care, guys. Okay, ciao.
So, like I said, you'll have access to the material and the assignment on the weekend for sure, like just to make it safe on the weekend, but probably on the Saturday or the Sunday evening at the latest. Okay, so that'll give you the Sunday to look at it, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to get it done. And they're not onerous. Okay, you got to put in a little bit of work, obviously, and some research, but they're not particularly onerous. Okay. Again, spring break, April 2nd to the 16th, or sorry, April 12th to the 16th. And let me just see here. I'm just going to pop in and see chats. Okay. So let's just see here. So the dates are not going to change. They've actually already changed because of the April break, right? So just to answer Michael's question, because of the April break, I've already included that in this section. Okay. So let's just go week by week here. Again, week 1, intro to the course, what this course is about. What you'll have to do for next week's assignment, and again, I'm going to post this sometime on the weekend, you need to have a Gmail account. Okay. If you don't have a Gmail account, get one. You just go to Google, type in Gmail and just create an account for yourself. Because what we're going to be doing is accessing some of Google's programs to create multimedia. So you can't do any of that without a Gmail account. Once you have a Gmail account, you're golden, right? You can pretty much do anything. So you'll need a Gmail account. If you don't have one, get one. You can get rid of it after this course if you want. You can use it. It's another email account for you to use, and we can go from there. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing this week primarily. I've already put in some slides for this week. If you want to take a look at them, I don't think we need to go through them in particularly now. I mean, you can go through them on your own, and if you have any questions, by all means, ask me. Okay. Next week, okay, your mapping assignment, okay, is going to be your first assignment. That's going to be due end of day, February 24th via email. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to create a Google map. Okay. And like I said, I'll put the assignment up on the weekend, and there'll be a tutorial on how to create a Google map that I've made for you to look at. And again, you look at the tutorial, you have any questions, like, let me know. Okay. Just send me an email. If we need to arrange a Zoom call between the two of us or individually, that's no problem too. Okay. I'm flexible like that. However you want to do it. Okay. Week 3, you'll be doing your news curation assignment. Okay. And again, that's all about making the news more accessible, covering, sorting, and verifying content. Okay. I just did a news curation for my real job the other day. So when the schools were closed because of the snowstorm. So it actually really came out nice and got a lot of views. So week 4, I'm going to introduce you to blogging. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with basic blogging, which is basically literally you writing a blog and sending it to me in a Word document or another text style document. Okay. Going to go very easy with the blogging at the beginning. You're going to see that in week 4, week 5, and then as we go down here, week 6. Okay. We're also going to be talking about live event coverage, but you'll see there in each of week 4, week 5, and 6, your blogs are due on the Wednesday. Let me go back up for a second. Your blogs are due on each Wednesday, right? Blog 1, blog 2, blog 3. And again, this is all going to seem overwhelming now, but I'm just going through it just so you kind of know what to expect. But once you start looking at the assignments and once we start getting into the groove, you'll start to say, okay, Sunday Louis is going to post probably the assignment, or Saturday I'm going to go in and have a look at it. It's going to show me what I have to do, and I can go from there. Okay. Week 7, blog web page design. Okay, so that is when we are actually going to take our blogs that we've done, the 3 blogs that you would have done by this time, and actually put them on a website. You're actually going to create your own website, okay, and create your own blog page. Okay, really cool to have. Really good showcase piece to showcase your material. If you like taking pictures, if you like doing video, if you like to write, you can really showcase your work on these blog pages or on your blog page. For the parameters of this assignment and this course, you'll obviously have to pick a theme and go from there. Okay. And that is when that'll be due. Then from there on in, your 4th and your 5th blogs. Okay. So we have blog 1, blog 2, blog 3. Then we have blog web page. Then we have blog 4 and 5. From that point on, your blogs are going to go right onto your blog page. Okay. And instead of you sending it to me via email in a Word document, you're actually going to put it on the page and then send me the link to your blog page. Okay. And then we'll go from there. We're going to be live eventing as well in this course. If you look here in week 6, I have us down for doing some live event, just talking about it. But then in actual week 9, we're going to be actually doing some live eventing, right? You're actually going to be covering the Oscars, believe it or not. Everybody know what the Oscars are? Yes? Geez, I hope so. And again, I'm going to go back and look at the chat here. Okay. So you're going to be covering the Oscars that night, literally using social media to cover the Oscars. So you're going to be using it to research, and then you're actually going to be using social media, probably Twitter, to tweet out your thoughts, what's happening, the news of what's happening, and you're actually going to be covering this as a live event. Okay. Then we come back to mapping later on in April, as you can see here. Okay, your second mapping assignment. Your first one's going to actually be next week. Then we don't visit it again until April. Your second mapping assignment. Sorry, May. Then your final map assignment in the middle of May. Okay, as you can see right here in week 12. Okay, and then the last few weeks are going to be preparing for your live event. Okay, your final live event, which will be sometime during this week here, May 24th to 29th. Okay, I haven't decided yet what the live event's going to be because I don't know what the world's going to look like then. So I don't even know what the world's going to look like next week with this pandemic. So basically what I mean is if there is an opportunity for you to actually go out and cover a live event, I want to leave this spot open so that I can actually have you go out if you want to cover a live event. Probably not. We'll see, but we'll figure out something for what the live event is going to be that you cover for that week. There's always stuff going on in this world and in the greater Toronto and Hamilton area, so I'm not concerned. I'm sure that there'll be something to cover as a live event during that week. Okay, we'll pick something. And then your final week, which is I think your class is actually, trying to think here, probably on June 1st or June 2nd. Yeah, June 2nd. We're going to call that a consultation class. Okay. June 2nd and the 9th, actually, where we go through any marks you want to discuss, any course feedback, just so that I know, I have an idea what you thought of the course and what I can do better in teaching the course, and as well what you got out of it. Maybe some of the things you didn't like about the course. I'm always open for those discussions, so I'd like to hear those during that week. Okay. Let me do a stop share for now. Does anybody have any questions based on any of that? Handy chat over here. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. Like I said, there are, if you go into my Canvas, you'll be able to see some of the material that we covered this week, okay? As well as some of the course outline that I just showed you, and some other material that's in week 1. Would it help if I went onto my Canvas before we called it a day, just to show you, or are you all kind of confident in accessing my Canvas? You can speak up or you can send a message. Are we comfortable with my Canvas so far? Yes, we're all good. Ben, what about you? I just sent you a message, Ben, to unmute if you want to talk. Any thoughts? Okay, I don't hear anything from Ben right now. Michael and Alex, is it Alex or Alexander? What do you prefer? Xander? Did I say it right? Okay, Xander. That's cool. So what we'll do is we'll call it a class for now, or this is just office hours that we're doing right now. But let me see. It isn't. It says my email. So Ben says it says my email isn't connected to anything with Mohawk. Okay, so what I'll do, Ben. So maybe. So what are you using, Ben? Are you using a Mohawk email to get onto my Canvas? Okay, so you'll probably have to get you'll need to get yourself a Mohawk email. Once you have that, I think that you will be well, you will be able to access everything in My Canvas. What I will do for this weekend is when I do send out the material, or when I do send out a reminder that, hey, everybody, the assignment that you have due next week is in there and the tutorial is in there and all that, what I'll do is I'll actually put it in the email that I send out. Okay. That way you can actually just access it from the email in case you don't have access to My Canvas as of yet. Okay. Um, Ben, have you been getting my emails, like just the ones that I've been sending, for example, for the Zoom invite and things like that? Okay, that's good. So you're on that email list. So I'm not worried about that then. So what I'll do is when I send it out, in case any of you don't have access to My Canvas yet, I know that the other two in this group do, but in case people don't, I'll put the assignment actually in the email. So you don't need My Canvas to access the assignment itself. Okay? Anybody have any other questions? Okay. Like I said, any questions, feel free to reach out via email. Do not think twice. I'm here to help. Okay, everybody. And other than that, have a good weekend, and look for the email saying that the assignment and all the material is in My Canvas for next week. Like I said, it'll probably be sometime on Sunday. I'm just looking at my day tomorrow and everything. It'll probably be sometime on Sunday. Okay, that you get your first assignment. I know it'll be awesome. Okay. Any questions? Feel free to reach out. I will have this recording up on My Canvas at some point during the day today, but I'll also send it in an email as well. Okay, we're all good? Okay, gang. We'll talk soon. Take care.